Alright, so we're making some mac and cheese. Our pasta is already boiled. We are going to add some melted butter. Making sure every noodle is coated. I have 6 different cheeses. I have Gouda, Monterey Jack, Havarti, extra old cheddar, and Monterey Jack with jalapeno and marble and cream cheese. So 6 cheeses. I have a block of cream cheese here that I am just going to peel open and break apart into the pasta. So right now we're switching over to a voiceover because my exhaust fan is on and I want y'all to hear me clearly. So right now I'm just stirring my noodles, making sure that the cream cheese is coated in each noodle. Next, you want to grab a handful of cheese and add it to your noodles, just to add more cheese into the mixture. In a big and heavy skillet, you want to melt your butter. Melt that butter down, okay? You don't want any chunks of butter left behind. You're making a roux. You need nice, smooth, melted butter. And when your butter is melted, you want to add your flour and whisk vigorously. You don't want your flour to get stuck to the bottom of the pan at all. And when your flour is fully incorporated into the butter, you want to keep whisking it around to make sure that you cook the flour taste out of your roux and also browning the mixture as well. When you see specks of brown popping through, that's when you know your roux is ready. Next to your roux, you're going to want to start adding your milk. You can use whole milk, you can use 2%. In this case, I'm using 2%. Keep adding in small amounts, I would say about cup by cup, to make sure that everything is fully mixed, because you don't want chunky flour in your cheese sauce. Now we're going to season our cheese sauce. I used cayenne pepper, ground mustard seed, onion powder, garlic powder, onion salt, garlic salt, seasoning salt, salt, and black pepper. Again, all of the measurements will be listed down in this description box. So now we're adding our cheese mixture. As mentioned before, we're using 6 different kinds of cheese. We already tackled one with the cream cheese. So now we have a Havarti, Monterey Jack, smoked Gouda, old cheddar, and marble. And while adding, you only want to add about a handful of your cheese at a time. You don't want to add too much, or else you won't be able to whisk it enough in time, and then your cheese will burn and it will curdle and your mac and cheese will be hot garbage. And before you add your cheese, make sure you set aside about 2 cups of your cheese mixture to layer on when you're putting everything together. This is the consistency you're looking for. Nice, rich, smooth, and thick, okay? Now switching over into your big stock pot with all your noodles, you're gonna wanna add your cheese sauce and make sure everything is fully incorporated. In a greased baking dish, you want to start layering your noodles. So set aside about half of your noodles and spread it into your baking dish. As mentioned before, I told y'all to set aside some cheese. You're going to want to start laying your cheese on top of your noodles, making sure that the first layer is entirely covered. And now for your second layer, you're just going to want to repeat. So add your second layer of noodles, make sure everything is spread out. Make sure everything is even, because you don't want clumps of cheese in one spot and then noodles in another spot. Even though there's 6 different types of cheese, you want balance, you know? So spread out your noodles, layer up your cheese, Quick tip, if you want your foil to not stick to your cheese, spray the under of it with cooking spray. That way you don't get your foil stuck to your cheese, and when you're trying to remove it, you know, you get the stuff, all the cheese on top of your foil and none of your macaroni and cheese. It's tragic. Okay, so slide it into an oven at 410 degrees, and there you have it. That is beautiful. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.